Well, my name's Martin, but my persona is Shrapnel Varga. He is a three-tailed kitsune, which is like a Japanese spirit fox. I am 38 years old and I live way up the valleys. I got into the furry fandom way back in about 2005. I used to be heavily into paintball back in the day, and there is a paintball webcomic called The Whiteboard, which is about these animals who play paintball. It's drawn by a non-furry, funnily enough, over in the States, in Alaska. And it just follows this polar bear and this fox who like to play paintball. And I really enjoyed reading this comic. And they had a forum on there, and I went on the forum. And one day I saw furries being discussed. So I was like, what the heck are these furries? So I Googled furries, and that was a bit of a mistake back in the early 2000s. But nevertheless, I kind of slid into it a little bit that way. Just kind of hung around the edges until about 2007, when I figured, I'd go to a furry event, see what it was all about. I can do dumb stuff and there's no repercussions. I can go lark about, have a good laugh, play Twister with all the other fursuiters and that stuff. I'm a pretty laid back dude, but this dude is like way more laid back. It lets me just chill out and stuff. But he is basically just me, but fluffy. I do know that a lot of furries, they really come out of their shell when they put their fursuits on. It's like you can have a proper timid, socially anxious wallflower who stands in the corner, but put a fursuit on them and they're bouncing around, doing star jumps and dancing and all sorts and really getting into it. So I do see it being a huge confidence booster for a lot of furries. As a species, we will, sexualize some things. I mean, we'll sexualize everything from cars to cucumbers if we get a chance. So there is an element of it in the fandom, but it's not the overarching binding element. Public reaction is mostly positive. 99% of the time, they're just curious about us or confused. You'll see them whip the cameras out and they'll video us, and I've seen myself end up on TikTok a few times. It is definitely getting bigger, becoming more socially acceptable. I was walking from my work to the train station the other day, and I heard someone joking about furries, just some random passerby. So it's becoming more known out there for definite.